ng elevator. So rather than maraming gumagamit, so sa N109 na lang para at least mas malapit tayo sa exit. Okay? So yun yung reason bakit tayo lilipat sa N109 starting next meeting. Okay? So actually iniisip ko kung mag-online class talaga ako today, but I believe kailangan ko na kasi especially hindi naman ako naiiwan kasi may mga iba pa akong co-faculty mas naiwan left behind pa sa akin. But ayoko naman madaliin lahat ng lesson. So especially ito kasi fundamental lesson talaga 'to. So that's the reason kung bakit mas gusto ko 'tong i-discuss sana ng face-to-face rather than online. But due to the inclement weather, what we've experienced last week, last week, so um kaya ako nag-decide talaga na mag-online synchronous na lang, okay? So, but rest assured hindi ko pa rin siya hindi ko pa rin siya mamadaliin still because this is fundamental lessons that you need to understand, especially in integration, and that you'll be using in wait lang ha, may tumawag sa akin. So, sorry for that. So, may mga tumawag lang sa akin, mga kapatid ko. So, nonetheless, I'll start the discussion. So, naka-record naman ito. So, if ever, I hope na siguro some of you might be having their dinner, right? So, I hope kung nagdi-dinner kayo at di kayo nakikinig muna. So, panoorin niyo yung lecture video. So, naka-record naman siya. So, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Kung ayaw niyong lumabas dito sa chat box, so, pwede naman kayo mag-message through MS Teams kasi para at least ma-enlighten kayo sa lecture, especially na hindi ko na kayo nakikita. So, hindi ko nakikita yung facial expression ninyo, kung naiintindihan nyo ba or hindi. Okay? So, start na tayo ng discussion natin. So, for CO2, for lesson 2 rather, we'll be discussing integrals yielding to natural logarithmic function. Okay? So, the objective of this lesson is to identify the integrals that result to natural logarithmic function and evaluate integrals involving natural logarithmic function. So we just have two objectives, okay? So before we start discussing the formula, gusto ko muna i-recall ninyo yung differentiation ninyo. Okay? So sa differentiation ninyo, dati, so if you have so if you have ln of u, then you want to differentiate ln of u. So ano ang derivative ng ln of u? Or what is the derivative of the natural logarithmic function of u? Dati, ano ba ang derivative niyan? Ano ba ang derivative niyan? Ano ang derivative? So you need to recall those things kasi probably baka lumabas yun sa mga lessons natin. So we're just recalling those things. Okay? So since pasado na kayo doon, so I hope that you mastered it. Yes, Jeff? Yes, ano sa tingin mo?
Derivative of u po over u.
So it's du over u. That's correct. Okay? So we get the derivative of the argument. Okay? So this is the argument. Okay? Yung nasa loob ng ln, ang tawag natin dyan ay argument or inside function. Okay? So some call it argument. So some call it inside function. Okay? So now, the argument, so this is the argument, you get the derivative of the argument, which is du, then divided by the argument, which is u. So therefore, the derivative of the ln absolute or ln of u is equal to the derivative of the argument over the argument. Okay? Now, since reverse process na yung gagawin natin, so now, if we integrate du over u, or if we integrate the derivative of the denominator, okay? Pag raw ang result ng denominator or pag ang derivative ng denominator ay nag-result sa numerator, therefore, ang result nito ay ln of u. But since, wait lang ha, maingay ito. Okay, so now, if we integrate du over u, okay. So now, if we integrate du over u, so therefore the result will be ln absolute value of u plus c. Okay, absolute value. So, why absolute value? So, punta na tayo dito. Ay, hindi ko pala siya nasulat. So, since we're considering negative terms, okay, kunyari, -1, so at least pag kinuha, not -1, for example, -5, so pag naka-absolute value, magiging positive siya, okay? So, sa ano naman yun gagamitin? Sa higher math, hindi naman sa akin. So, we're just determining the integrals, okay? Hindi pa tayo gagamit ng mga values dito. Okay? Or sa definite integral pala, pwede pala natin gamitin. Okay? So, therefore, so ang integral ng du over u is equal to ln absolute value of u plus c. Okay? So now, before we proceed sa examples ko sa PowerPoint, kasi sa PowerPoint, medyo mahirap agad yung mga examples. Okay? So before we start our, I discuss the examples in the PowerPoint, I'll discuss some simple problems involving integrals yielding to natural logarithmic functions. Okay? So let's proceed with this example. So mag-add lang muna ako ng new slide. Okay? So integral of dx over x plus 5. Okay. So some of you might say na, okay, x plus 5. So tignan natin. Kung ang derivative ba ng x plus 5 or ang differential ba ng x plus 5 ay dx, tignan natin. Let tayo. So ano ang du ng x plus 5? What is the differential of u? It's just, ano ang differential natin? So you may just type your answer. So it's just, ano ang differential daw ng u natin? Or ano ang raw ang du natin? Let's determine du. X, okay, that's correct. Sabi daw natin, if it is in the form of du over u, sabi natin itong dx natin ay du over u, the integral of du over u results to ln absolute value of u plus c. Okay? Where u is equal to x plus 5. Okay? So, bakit naging du over u? Sabi natin, pag kinuha daw natin ang derivative ng denominator or differential ng denominator at nag-result ito sa numerator, therefore, the integral will yield to natural logarithmic function. So, some of you might say na, Sir, bakit hindi na lang natin gamitan ng power formula? Let's check. So, if this will be u, so it's u raised to negative 1 du. So, pwede ba natin gamitan ng power formula ito? Can we use power formula? Can we use power formula? That's a question. Is it a yes or a no? Pwede ba natin gamitan ng power formula itong u raised to integral ng u raised to negative 1 du? Can we use power formula? No. So the reason why diba? So no yan kasi sabi sa power formula, diba, ang integral ng x to the n power dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, right? Where n is not equal to negative 1. So pwede raw lang natin gamitin ng power formula basta hindi negative 1 ang exponent natin, right? So since negative 1 ang exponent natin, we couldn't use power formula. Okay? So that's the reason why we use integrals yielding to natural logarithmic functions. Okay? So now, kita to yung kapatid ko. So going back, so yun yung rason. Okay, yun pala yung rason bakit naging ln absolute value of u yung gagamitin natin. Okay? May question po ba dito sa first problem natin before we proceed to a little bit harder problem? Okay? May tanong po ba sa halimbawang ito? Are there any questions that you are wondering? Or do you have any violent reactions? May questions po ba sa example na ito? Kasi kung wala, ako ay mag-proceed sa medyo mahirap ng konti. Okay? Do you have any questions? So I think wala namang questions. So let's proceed with another example. Okay? So let's have this as an example. Integral of 3dx over 5x plus 4. Okay, so if you're wondering, sabi natin, okay, so pag nag-let u ako, so let's mag-let tayo. So let u equals 5x plus 4. Ang du natin ay 5dx. The problem is that we have 3dx. So, ano kaya ang pwede natin gawin dito? Do you have any opinions or suggestions that we could do or we could use to solve this integral? Ano kaya ang pwede natin gawin? Suggestions, opinions? Any suggestions? Okay, wait lang ha. Hope sagutan niyo. Any suggestion or opinion na pwede natin gawin para ma-solve itong integral na to? Problem, may 3 tayo, right? So, some of you might say na, Sir, di ba we could use the property of integral na pwede natin ilabas si 3, right? Pwede natin ilabas yung 3 using the second property of indefinite integral, right? Sabi dun sa second property, so if we have a numerical coefficient, we could just bring it out of the integral sign, right? So if we will bring it out, so we could rewrite this as 3 integral of dx over 5x plus 4. Then, ano kaya ang susunod natin gagawin pag nilabas natin yung 3? Anong pwede natin gawin? We need to multiply the integral by, i-multiply natin. We need to multiply the integral by, we need to multiply it by 5. So I hope nakikinig kayo. So 5 and divide it by 5 as well. Okay? So we multiply it by 5 and we divide it by 5. Since 5 divided by 5 is just 1, we don't change the integral, but we just manipulate it. Okay? So now, since it's in the form of, remember that this 5 dx will be equal to du, right? And this 5x plus 4 will be equal to u. So therefore, we could rewrite the integral as 3/5 integral of du over u. And take note that du over u results to ln absolute value of u plus c. Okay? So therefore, it's 3/5 ln absolute value of u plus c, where u is equal to 5x plus 4 plus c. May question po ba sa halimbawang ito? Are there any questions with this problem? Questions? Clarifications that you want to address? Yes, Mr. Jacinto III.
Sir, bakit po ulit dinivide by 5?
Bakit natin dinivide ng 5? Di ba nag-multiply? Sabi raw kasi natin, ang du daw, para raw ma-integrate natin tong integral ng dx, okay, so para raw ma-integrate natin ang dx over 5x plus 4, kailangan natin mag-multiply ng 5 based dito sa du natin. Di ba 5 dx daw yung kailangan natin para maging du siya. Para siya ay maging du over u. Okay? So now, hindi kasi siya magiging integrable kapag hindi tayo mag-multiply ng 5. Okay? That's the reason why we multiplied 5. But if we multiply it by 5 only, or we only multiply it by 5 rather, binago mo yung integral natin. Hindi mo siya ni-remain as the same. Okay? Pag nag-multiply ka lang ng 5, that's the reason why we divide it by 5 as well. So since 5 divided by 5 is just 1, and 1 multiplied by itself is just 1. Okay? So ngayon, since may 3 ka dito, so that's why meron tayong 3/5. Kasi nilabas mo siya ng integral sign. Okay? So, yun yung rason bakit tayo meron tinatawag na correction factor. The correction factor, yun yung we multiply it to the integral so that the integral will be integrable. Okay? Yun yung rason kung bakit meron tayong correction factor and meron tayong neutralizing factor. So, to neutralize the integral natin. Okay? Kasi nga nag-multiply tayo ng 5. Okay? So, I hope na nasagot ko yung tanong mo, Mr. Jacinto. Okay?
Yes po, sir. Okay.
Okay. So, going back, so kanina may nag-raise ng hand. May tanong ka ba, Mr. Montanya? Really?
Ayun po, sir. Isa sa sa ganyang situation po, i-divide niyo po ba sa coefficient nung sa denominator po, or kung ano po yung lumabas sa du po?
Wait, medyo hindi malinaw yung tanong. Okay, going back, ano muna ulit yung tanong mo?
Yung sa may po, sir, yung kung i-multiply po ba sa tawag dito, yung sa value po ng du. Like ito po, for example po, ito pong du po is 5 dx po. Kaya po
Okay.
multiply niyo po ng 5. Or kailangan po nagma-match po yung sa coefficient ng denominator po. Like, let's say for example po yun sa 5x po. Kaya niyo po minultiply ng 5 para ma-cancel po siya and maging 1 yun na sa taas po.
Kaya maging 1 yung sa taas.
Opo, para ma-cancel. Parang ganun po, sir.
Okay. So ang sa pagkakaintindi ko sa tanong mo, lagi ba tayong magmumultiply? Yun ba ang tanong mo? Depende
Lagi
sa
po,
DU.
lagi po ba tayo magmumultiply ng coefficient po na nagma-match po dun sa may coefficient ng denominator po? Yung first coefficient po.
Okay.
Like, ito po, ito po.
Okay, gets ko na yung tanong mo. Do we always divide it by the value nung nilagay natin? Kunyari 5, maglalagay tayo ng 1/5. Ganun ba yung tanong mo? Yun ba?
Parang ganun po, sir. Parang ganun po, sir.
Yeah, lagi yon. Lagi, kunyari, kung meron kang 3dx, you need to divide it by 3. Bakit? Kasi nga, yun nga yung sinasabing, ayaw natin baguhin yung integral natin. Yeah, that's correct. Yun yung correct way. Pero yun nga na kasi, may iba kasi ako nakikitang solution ng mga students. Medyo, hindi naman sa ayaw, but kasi, paano ko explain ito? Kasi hindi siya applicable lagi. Yung iba kasing students, parang napapansin ko, ginagawang ganito. Pwede naman ito. So we just divide both sides of the du by 5. But the problem, pag ito ang ginawa mo, hindi siya applicable sa lahat ng problem. Okay? So mamaya, meron ako example sa lesson 3 na ganyan. Okay? So yun yung rason. Pero kung ang tanong mo, sige, sasagutin ko na, para sa lahat, kung nag-multiply ka ng 5, kailangan mo mag-divide ng 5. Kapag nag-multiply ka ng 3, kailangan mo mag-divide ng 3. Pag nag-multiply ka ng 2, kailangan mo mag-divide ng 2. Kapag nag-multiply ka ng 5, you need to divide it by 5. Okay? Lagi iyon talaga. Okay? Unless, pag meron ng swak na 5. Sige, magbibigay ako mamaya ng example na gano'n. Okay? So, for example, yung slide tayo. Ako, sige, gagawa ko ng sarili kong problem. For example, this problem, integral of 2x over x squared plus 5. Okay, so some of you might say na medyo mahirap. Okay, but if you check, tingnan natin, ano ba ang differential nung x squared plus 5? Ano ang differential niya? It's 2x dx, right? We have 2x dx sa numerator natin. Right? So yes, that's correct. It's 2x dx. Now, the question here, do we need to multiply it by 2? Do we need to multiply it by 2 pa? Do we need to multiply it by 2? Kailangan pa ba natin mag-multiply ng 2?
No po, sir.
No. The reason why we don't need to multiply it by 2, since exact na yung du natin. Since yung du natin, so ibig sabihin nun, yung denominator natin, yung derivative or differential rather nung denominator natin, nag-result agad sa numerator. So, hindi na natin kailangan mag-multiply ng 2. So, therefore, we could rewrite this as etong 2x dx is du over x squared plus 5 is u. So, therefore, the integral of du over u is ln absolute value of u plus c, where u is x squared plus 5 plus c. Okay? So, I hope nasagot ko lahat ng tanong ninyo. So, if you have any questions, okay lang yun. Walang problema sa akin. Just raise your hand or you just type your comment or your question. So, sasagutin ko yun. Hopefully, agad-agad. Okay? Now, let's proceed to this example. Okay? So, we're already wala pa pala tayo sa first example ng PowerPoint. Okay. So, let's proceed sa first example ng PowerPoint natin, which is integral of x plus or quantity x plus 3 dx over x squared plus 6x minus 1. Now, madalas, hindi ko sinasabing lagi, madalas, okay, pag ang hindi applicable lagi ito pero madalas, kaya sabi kong madalas yung term ko. Most of the time, if the degree of the denominator is less than 1 of the numerator, pag ang parang tama ba yung English ko to? If the degree of the denominator is greater than the degree of the denominator, exactly 1, pag mas mataas lang ng isa, madalas du over u yun, ha? Madalas, hindi ko sinabing lagi kasi may mga instance na hindi nangyayari yun. Okay? So since ganon yung pwede nating technique. Kasi ako, kunyari, usually pag nag-integrate kasi ako parang, okay, itatry ko muna siyang du over u. Pag hindi siya kaya ng du over u, gagamit ako ng iba. Okay, pag ito hindi pa gumana talaga, okay, ito na yung isa kong option. Okay? So, magkakaroon kayo ng ganong decision making pagdating nyo sa pag nag-techniques na tayo. Okay? But here, so integral of quantity x plus 3 dx over x squared plus 6x minus 1. Let's try to use du over u. Let's check. So pag nag-let u tayo, let u equals x squared plus 6x minus 1. So what is our du? Ano ang du natin? What is our du? Ano ang differential ng x squared plus 6x minus 1? What is the differential? Ano ang differential ng x squared minus 6x minus 1? Walang water. So anong differential? Pag-comment ka lang. So ano ang differential? It's quantity 2x plus 6 dx. Okay, that's good. That's correct. Okay. Diba? So, afterwards, as you can see, our du is quantity 2x plus 6 dx. Stress ako. So, quantity 2x plus 6 dx, okay? So, hindi exact, right? Kasi ang meron tayo is quantity x plus 3 dx, okay? So, ang kailangan natin gawin or we need to do something, okay? So, ano mapapansin nyo sa du natin? Ano yung mapapansin nyo sa du?
Factorable po.
Yes, that's correct. It's factorable by 2, right? So we could factor out 2 dun sa first term and we could factor out 2 dun sa second term, okay? So therefore, du is equal to 2 quantity x plus 3 dx. Okay? Questions dito? Okay, sorry for that. Diyos ko, marami kong commercial. So it's 2 quantity x plus 3 dx, okay? So now, okay, doon na tayo babalik dun sa mga laging nalilito. So anong kailangan natin sa integral para maging integrable ito? We need to what? We need to multiply it by 2. Okay, that's correct. So therefore, the integral is equal to 2 quantity x plus 3 dx over x squared plus 6x minus 1. Since we multiply it by 2, ano yung dapat na sa labas ng integral sign? We multiply it by 1/2. Okay, that's good. So itong 1/2 natin, ang tawag dito ay neutralizing factor. And this 2 is correction factor. Okay? So since meron na tayong neutralizing and correction factor, let's transform the integral. So therefore, integral of 1/2. So 1/2 equal to 1/2 integral of this 2 quantity x plus 3 dx will be du. Okay? Magiging du daw yung 2 quantity x plus 3 dx kasi based dito sa nakasulat sa left natin. Okay? So therefore, we transform 2 quantity x plus 3 dx equal to du. So this will be du over, sabi natin yung x squared plus 6x minus 1 will be u. Okay? So this will be u. Ano sabi natin? Ang integral ng du over u results to ln absolute value of u plus c. But what is u? It's x squared plus 6x minus 1 plus c. Okay? So may question po ba? Questions? Questions, clarifications that you that gusto niyong tanungin? Questions, clarifications? None. Okay. So magtanong na ha, mamaya usad tayo ng usad sa mga examples, mamaya hindi nyo naiintindihan and everything. So magkaka-problem tayo especially sa mga techniques of integration. Okay? So kung walang questions, proceed tayo dito. Okay. So since the topic natin is about du over u, so some of you might say na, ay, kailangan ko mag-let u equals x plus 1. But the problem, so let's see. Pag nag-let tayo ng x plus 1, ang du natin is dx. If you rewrite the integral, is this integrable? Is this integrable? Is this integrable? Yes or no? Is it integrable? Integrable ba tong, or is the integral x quantity x cubed plus 3 du over u is integrable? Integrable po ba siya? No. So, what is the reason? Bakit? Sige, last question before I proceed answering this. Last question. What is the reason bakit this the integral is not integrable? Mali yung u. May naliligaw na x. Okay, that's correct. May naliligaw na x. So, again, sabi nga natin, so from lesson 1, dun sa lesson 1, for the integral to be integrable, kailangan consistent yung variables natin. If the differential is u, therefore all the variables should be u as well. Okay? So, correct? That's correct, Mr. Garcia, that may naliligaw tayong x variables sa du natin. Okay? We need to integrate it with respect to u, but the problem is that we have x variable here. Okay. So, therefore, since sabi nga ni Mr. Garcia, may naliligaw na x. So, merong mali sa ginawa natin. Okay? So, ay, mali ito, mali, ay, basta. So, mali itong ginawa natin. So, ngayon, since mali itong ginawa natin, ano kaya pwede nating gawin? Okay? So, kung walang idea, so sige, sasabihin ko na ang gagawin ninyo pag naka-encounter kayo ng halimbawang ganito. So now, the integrand is a type of function which is called an improper rational function. Ang tawag dito ay improper rational function. So, ano ang improper rational function? Pag sinabi nating rational function, meron tayong, pag sinabi muna nating rational function, meron tayong function sa numerator, we have a function sa denominator. Pag sinabi nating improper rational function, para lang din siyang improper fraction. Sabi nga sa improper fraction, bakit nagiging improper yung isang fraction? Pag meron tayo, pag mas mataas yung value ng numerator kesa sa denominator. But sa improper rational function will be a little bit different. Okay? So, yung improper rational function, magbe-base tayo sa degree. Okay? When we say degree, ito yung exponent ng leading term natin. Okay? So, as you can see, dito, ano ba ang degree ng numerator natin? What is the degree of the numerator? Ano ang degree ng numerator natin? What is the degree of the numerator?
Cube po, sir.
3. Yes, that's correct. It's 3. And what's the degree of the denominator? Ano ang degree daw ng 1? Okay. Since the degree of the numerator is greater than 1, the degree of the numerator is greater than the denominator, therefore, it is an improper rational function. Para masabi natin siya yung improper rational function, kailangan ang degree ng numerator is either mataas or equal doon sa degree ng denominator natin. Okay? Nakakasunod po ba doon? Okay, now, since this is an improper rational function, we could conclude the integrand is an improper rational function, so we need to perform long division. Okay? So I hope natatandaan pa si long division sa inyong algebra. Okay? So we need to perform long division. So yung numerator natin will be our dividend and our denominator will be our divisor. So we need to divide. Oops. So we need to perform long division. So I hope natatandaan nyo pa. Baka hindi kayo makasunod sa akin kung hindi nyo nare-recall how to perform long division. Okay? So since our dividend, which is x cubed plus 3, so the leading term is x cubed. So you need to divide it by the leading term of the divisor, which is x. Okay? So x cubed divided by x is x squared. Okay? Then afterwards, once you've determined the quotient, you need to multiply it in the divisor, which is x plus 1. So therefore, x squared multiplied by x plus 1 is x cubed plus x squared. Then we perform subtraction. Okay? So x cubed minus x cubed is 0. Right? So, however, common mistake ito, hindi magiging negative 3x squared yan. Ha? So, it will be negative x squared plus 3. So, para hindi kayo malito, let's rewrite the dividend. So, rewrite lang natin yung dividend. So, the dividend will be 0x squared plus 0x plus 3. Highlight ko lang ha na hindi sinusulat talaga ito. Para lang hindi kayo malito. That's the reason why I write 0x squared and 0x. Okay? But we don't write it. Okay? Hindi siya sinusulat mathematically. So kasi diba 0 multiplied by x squared is just 0. It's not 0x squared. Okay? So para lang maunawaan ninyo, kaya ko siya sinusulat. Okay? So now, 0x squared minus x squared is negative, it's negative x squared. Okay? Plus 0x, so plus 0x plus 3. Tapos highlight ko lang ito. Okay? Then now, we need to perform division again. So negative x squared divided by x is negative x. So it's negative x. So negative x multiplied by negative x plus 1, it's negative x squared minus x. Then we subtract. Okay? If we yung subtraction, so negative x squared minus negative x squared. So yung negative of negative x squared will be positive. So it's negative x squared plus x squared. So this will be, sige, palitan ko ng kulay para hindi nakakalito. So ito. This will be 0. So 0x minus negative x will be positive x. Okay? Plus 3. Hindi pa tayo tapos. So x plus x divided by x is 1. So plus 1. So 1, we multiply it sa x plus 1. So it's x plus 1. Then we subtract. So x plus x minus x is 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay? So this will be our remainder. So remainder. So we need to rewrite the integral. So or the quotient. So the quotient is x squared minus x plus 1. Since the sign of our remainder is positive, so therefore it's plus the remainder, which is 2, divided by the divisor, which is x plus 1. May questions po ba sa sa long division? Are there any questions sa long division? Are there any questions before we proceed sa next step natin? Are there any questions? Questions? Clarifications? Sa quiz nyo naman, so if ever magbigay ako ng ganitong problem, so pwede nyo naman isulat ito para hindi kayo malito. Okay? So kasi syempre pampatanggal nito rin yan. Okay? That would help you guys to solve or determine the integral. Are there any questions before we proceed to the next step? Questions? So wala naman. I hope nakikinig kayong lahat. Oh, okay. So now let's proceed. Since we performed long division, this integrand will be transformed into the quotient. Okay? So the quotient of the integrand, which is x squared minus x plus 1 plus 2 over x plus 1. Okay? So now we will transform the integral as, so transform na natin siya. So therefore, the integral will be quantity x squared minus x plus 1 plus 2 over x plus 1 dx. May question po ba dito? Transform na natin siya kasi nag-perform tayo ng long division. But yun lang yun. Okay? Now, we just use some properties of indefinite integral. So therefore, this is just integral of x squared dx minus integral of x dx plus integral of dx plus integral of 2 over x plus 1 dx. Okay? The integral of x squared is x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 plus x plus integral of 2 over x plus 1 dx is, so, di ba sabi natin sa properties na indefinite integral, so if ever we have a numerical coefficient, pwede natin ilabas yon ng integral sign. So we could bring 2 out of the integral sign. So pwede natin to ilabas. Lagay natin dito. Then itong dx lagay natin sa numerator. So now, let's check the fourth integral. Sabi natin, ano ang differential ng x plus 1? It's dx, right? Since it is dx, so therefore, the result will be ln absolute value of x plus 1 plus c. But since meron tayong 2, so we need to multiply the integral by 2 kasi nilabas natin siya. So therefore, it is 2 ln absolute value of x plus 1 plus c. So therefore, the final answer is x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 plus x plus 2 ln absolute value of x plus 1 plus c. Okay? May question po ba dito? Questions? Clarifications? May tanong po ba sa klase? So I hope nakikinig kayong lahat, ha? Okay, so kung walang questions, kasi mag-proceed na ako sa next nating example. Kung walang questions, proceed tayo sa next example natin. So here, we have two functions, or a product of two functions in the denominator, which is x and quantity 1 plus 2 ln of x. So pag nag-let you kayo ng x lang, the yun natin is dx. But the problem, hindi natin napalitan yung ln of x, right? So try naman natin, i-let you naman si 1 plus 2 ln of x, okay? So let you tayo ng 1 plus 2 ln of x. Du natin, so du is, the derivative of 1 is 0. So it's 2 multiplied by the differential of ln of x is dx over x. So du is equal to 2 over x dx. Okay? Questions dito? Questions? Okay, so let's rewrite the integral. So integral ng, we can separate this so as 1 over x multiplied by dx over, or sorry, wag ganyan, mas madali ito. We could separate this as 1 over quantity 1 plus 2 ln of x multiplied by dx over x. Okay, questions dito? Questions? Take note that this 1 plus 2 ln of x will be u. This will be u. Okay? So yung du natin will be 2 over x dx or 2 dx over x. Reminder, wala tayong 2. So we need to multiply the integral by 2 and neutralize it by 1/2. Okay? So this term, or this part, or this expression 2 dx over x will be du. Okay? So now let's rewrite the integral. So it's 1/2 integral of 1 over u multiplied by this 2 dx over x, or this expression 2 dx over x will be du. So now, if we multiply 1 over u by du, the result will be du over u. And the integral of du over u is ln absolute value of u plus c. So it's ln absolute value of u plus c, where u is 1 plus 2 ln of x plus c. So this is the, ay, pangit ang kulay. Pin na lang. Ito na yung answer natin. Questions? Clarifications? Yes, Mr. So.
Saan po ulit napunta yung x sa labas ng 1 plus 2 ln x?
Saan napunta ang x sa labas ng 1 plus 2? Ito siya. Oops, wait lang ha. Punasan ko na yung iPad ko nabasa. So, ito siya. Ito siya. Ginawa ko kasi, di ba, ang x quantity 1 plus 2 ln of x, ginawa ko siya, ito. Nire-write ko lang siya. Tapos nung pinaghiwalay ko, so it's 1 over 1 plus 2 ln of x multiplied by dx over x. Okay? So, di ba, ang a multiplied by b ay equal din naman sa b multiplied by a. So, pinagpalit ko lang sila. In-interchange ko lang sila. Okay? So, mapansin mo, di ba, walang x dun sa unahan, walang x dito. So, nilagay ko na kasi siya dito sa kabila. So, para mapakita sa inyo na itong dx over x, so after we multiply it by 2, magiging du na siya. Okay? So I hope nasagot ko yung answer mo, Mr. So.
Thank you po.
Okay, welcome. Okay, other questions and clarifications? Questions, clarifications? Sa iPad ko. Questions, clarifications? Questions, clarifications? Okay, so kung walang questions, proceed tayo sa next problem natin. For the next problem, ang tawag, some professors, ang tawag dito ay dagdag bawas. It's either magdadagdag tayo o magbabawas tayo. Okay? So, yun yung pinakamadaling technique na, hindi naman madaling technique, pero yun yung madaling term na ginagamit namin. So, to manipulate the integral. So, some students, parang noon dati when I was teaching this, nung tinuturo ko to, para akala ng mga estudyante, sir, typo yata yung 8. So, kung 3 yan, sir, mas mabilis yan integrate. Okay? Kasi kung 3 yan, may x plus 3 ka sa numerator, may x plus 3 or quantity x plus 3 squared ka. So, you could just divide both sides or the numerator and the denominator by x plus 3. So, magiging dx over x plus 3 na lang siya. But hindi siya ganon. Okay? So, hopefully, sana naging x plus 3 na lang siya para mas mabilis. But, hindi siya typo. Okay? So, we need to perform some algebraic technique. Okay? So, anong algebraic technique dito? Paano tayo magkakaroon ng x plus 3? Ano kaya pwede gawin sa 8 para siya ay maging x plus 3? Pwede ba natin gawin to? Sige. Okay. Oops. Malito kayo pag ganyan. Pwede ba to sa tingin ninyo? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, naunahan na ako. Okay, so pwede ba? Oh, since meron na sumagot, yes, pwede yan. Okay, now, afterwards, perform natin, mag-grouping symbol tayo. So, pwede ko i-group itong x plus 3, then hiwalay natin si 5. Then, use the concept ng fraction natin, yung a plus b over c is equal to a over c plus b over c. Okay? So, paghihiwalayin natin into two terms. Okay? So, let's rewrite the integral. So, integral of x plus 3 plus 5. Oops. X plus 3 over x plus 3 squared plus 5 over x plus 3 squared. So, ayan na siya. So, nagkaroon tayo ng dalawang terms. Now, kung medyo natatakot kayo at nagdududa kayo, tama ba yung paghihiwalay na itong dalawang terms ko? So, you just combine it. Oh, since common yung denominator nila, so pareha sila quantity x plus 3 squared, you just add the numerator. So, it's x plus 3 plus 5. So, it's x plus 8. So, tama yung paghihiwalay or pag-separate ng two functions natin or yung two terms natin. Right? So, since tama naman siya, wala tayong nilabag na rules, then we could perform integral. Okay? Let's just simplify the first term. Okay? So if we simplify the first term, so x plus 3 and x plus 3 squared, so pwede natin eliminate. So pwede natin i-cancel yan. Okay? So therefore, the result will be 1 over x plus 3 plus 5 over quantity x plus 3 squared. Okay? So then we perform the properties of indefinite integral. So it's integral of dx over x plus 3 plus integral of 5 over x plus 3 squared dx. So alam na natin na integral ng dx over x plus 3 is just ln absolute value of x plus 3 plus c. But Ano sa tingin niyo pwede natin gawin sa second integral? Ano ang gagawin natin sa second integral? Any idea na anong gagawin natin sa second integral natin?
Pwede po bang gamitin yung power?
Pwede ba natin gamitin yung what?
Power rule po.
Power formula. Yes, yung power rule natin. Pwede naman, but we just need to transform x plus 3 into a simple term, right? So, that's correct. Very good. So, let u tayo. Let u equals x plus 3. And du natin is dx. Okay? Next, we transform the integral. So, integral of du over u plus integral, or labas ko na yung 5. This x plus 3 squared will be 1 over u squared. Okay? Since 1 over u squared, using negative laws of exponent, pwede natin siya i-rewrite as u raised to negative 2. Okay? So, 1 over x plus 3 squared will be 1 over u squared, which is equal to u raised to negative 2. Okay? So, u raised to negative 2 du. Using power formula, so it's ln absolute value of u plus c plus 5 multiplied by u raised to negative 1 over negative 1 plus c. Then, return na natin to sa original form, which is ln absolute value of x plus 3 plus or minus rather. Bakit magiging minus? Kasi meron tayong negative 1 sa denominator natin. So this will be negative 5. Okay? Negative 5 over u. Ang u natin is x plus 3 plus c. Okay? So therefore, the final answer is ln, or the natural logarithm of absolute value of x plus 3 minus 5 over x plus 3 plus c. Are there any questions for this problem? May questions po ba? Questions? Clarifications? Questions? Clarifications? Questions? Clarifications? Kasi kung wala na, proceed ako sa lesson 3. Wala naman? Kasi proceed na ako sa lesson 3. Ayoko buksan to mamaya. Ito yung nasa ko PDF ko, tapos i-download ng mga prof. Mapagalitan ako. Okay. May mga answer na to. Questions? Kasi magpre-proceed na ako sa lesson 3 natin, which is integration of exponential function. May questions po ba before we proceed? Questions? Questions? Clarifications? Tanong? Wala naman kasi proceed na ako dito sa next nating lesson. Okay? Wala naman? Okay. Proceed na tayo. Matapos ko lahat to. Okay, so for our next topic, it's about integration of exponential function. So you have two formulas that you need to remember. So which is the integral of EU du is equal to EU plus C, and integral of AU du is equal to AU over ln A plus C, where A is greater than 0 and A shouldn't be equal to shouldn't be equal to 1. Okay? So before we proceed, let's have some basic example. Sabi na natin, ang integral daw ng EU, so sige halimbawa ay 5x dx. So integral of 5 e raised to 5x. So sabi natin, itong 5x natin will be our u. Okay? So since this will be our u, so let u equals 5x. So ano ang du natin? What is our du? It's 5 dx. Okay? So, anong problema dito sa integral natin? Wala tayong, for the integral to be integrable, we need to multiply it by, we need to multiply the integral by what? Para maging integrable muna. We need to multiply it by 5. Since we multiply it by 5, we need to neutralize it by 1 over 5. Okay? So it's 1 over 5 integral. Okay, highlight ko lang. This 5 dx will be du based dito. Okay? So now, it will be EU. This 5 dx will be du. And sabi natin, ang integral ng EU du is EU plus C. Okay? So therefore, the answer is 1 over 5 EU plus C, where U is 5x. Okay? So therefore, the final answer is 1 over 5 multiplied by e raised to 5x plus C. Questions? Questions? Okay. Kung wala namang questions, proceed na tayo sa first problem natin. Okay? It's integral of y multiplied by e raised to y squared plus 4. As you can see here, so meron tayong yung EU natin, so yung u natin is y squared plus 4. So y squared plus 4, oops. So ang du natin is 2y dy. Okay? Since 2y dy, wala tayong 2 sa integral. So we need to multiply the integral by 2 and neutralize it by 1/2. Okay? I'll just highlight. This 2y dy will be this will be du. Okay? And e raised to y squared plus 4, this will be e. Y squared plus 4 is u. So EU integral, tapos meron tayong 1/2 sa labas ng integral sign. So therefore, this is integrable. Okay? So it's 1/2. Integral of EU du is EU plus C, where u is y squared plus 4. Okay? Questions for this problem? Tanong po? May tanong po ba? Questions? Okay, wala kayong tanong, proceed na tayo sa next nating problem. So this will be a little bit complicated. So some of you, so katulad neto, so pag meron tayong tangent of x, so it's EU. So ang u natin is tangent of x. So ang du natin is secant squared of x dx. Okay? So dun sa integral natin, wala tayong secant squared of x dx. So, but if we would rewrite the integral, so it's 1 over cosine squared of x multiplied by e raised to tangent of x dx. Take note that 1 over cosine of x is equal to secant of x. Okay? By reciprocal identity. Okay? So, secant squared yan by squaring both sides. 1 over cosine squared of x is equal to secant squared of x. So 1 over cosine squared of x is equal to secant squared of x. So therefore, we could rewrite the integral as secant squared of x e raised to tangent of x dx. Sabi natin, itong tangent of x will be u. This will be u. And this secant squared of x dx will be du. Okay, so let's integrate. So e u du, which is e u plus c, where u is tangent of x. Okay, questions? Questions? Clarifications? Questions? Tanong po? Message ko sa akin saan? Wait lang. Sir, I'm seated. Wait lang ha, replyan ko lang to student. If you want, pwede ka umattend sa 7:30 p.m. class ko today if meron. Tracy. Okay, questions? So kung wala, proceed tayo sa next nating example. So for this problem, as you can see, meron tayo, naka-squared yung numerator natin. So first and foremost, we need to expand the numerator. So if we expand the numerator, so we square the first term. So pag in-square natin yan, it's e raised to 2x. Then twice the product of the first and the second term. So it's e to the x multiplied by 1 is e to the x. Since twice the product of the first and the second term, we multiply it by 2. So it's plus 2e raised to x plus 1. And square of the second term, so dx over e raised to x. Then we separate the integrand into 3 terms. Okay, so we could rewrite this as integral of e raised to 2x over e raised to x plus 2e raised to x over e raised to x plus 1 over e raised to x dx. May question po ba dito? Questions? Now, as you can see here, it's e raised to 2x over x. So, since same base sila, may same base tayo, we could just subtract the exponent. Ang a to the m power over a to the n power ay equal sa a to the m power minus n. So, kung yan ay e raised to 2x minus x, which is equal to e raised to x. So, therefore, this will be e raised to x plus 2 plus e raised to negative x dx. Oops. Saan na ako? Therefore, the integral will be, integral ng e raised to x is e raised to x plus integral ng 2 is 2x. Integral ng e raised to negative x is negative e raised to negative x plus c. Okay? Or you could rewrite this as e raised to x plus 2x minus 1 over e raised to x plus c. Okay? Questions for this problem? Oops, ano yun? Okay, kung walang tanong, proceed na tayo sa next problem natin. So for this problem, mapapansin nyo, hindi na E yung base natin. Since hindi na E yung base natin, we could use AU du, which is equal to AU over ln A plus C. Okay? So since ang U natin is x plus 2, ang du natin is dx. So this will be du. So therefore, if we rewrite the integral, it's 5u du, which is equal to AU, which is 5u over ln A. A is 5 plus C. 5u, where u is x plus 2, over ln 5 plus C. Okay? So therefore, it's just 5 raised to x plus 2 over ln of 5 plus C. Questions? Questions? Okay, kung ng questions, proceed tayo sa last problem natin. So for the last problem, some of you might say na, ay pag nag-let u, for example, pag nag-let u ka ng 3 ln of x, ang du natin is 3 over x dx. Ang problema, wala tayong x and hindi pwede natin i-correct. Hindi pa tayo pwede mag-correct ng mag-multiply lang tayo ng x. Hindi pwede yon. Hindi tayo pwede mag-multiply ng variable. Okay? Sa integrand natin. Rather than directly using performing u substitution, we use the property of natural logarithm. So take note that ang ln of x raised to a ay equal din sa a ln of x. So kung siya ay 3 ln of x, pwede natin siya i-rewrite as ln x cube. Okay? Yung 3 ln of x. So we could rewrite the integral as 4 e raised to ln of x cube. Okay? So there's meron ulit another property ang logarithmic or logarithm na ang e raised to ln of b ay equal din sa b as long as same base kayo. Since ln of b base e, remember pag walang nakasulat or balisa walang nakasulat, remember that the base of natural logarithmic function is always e. So e yan. So it's e ln of e, bilugan ko lang, p is equal to b. So therefore, e raised to ln of x cubed will be equal to x cubed. So 4x cubed dx. And if we integrate, so 4 multiplied by x to the 4th power over 4 plus c. So therefore, the final answer is x to the 4th power plus c. Okay? So this is the final answer. Okay? So that's all. So mag-attendance na ako. So just a reminder lang sa N109 na tayo, next meeting, next face-to-face natin. Kasi yun nga, actually hindi ko pa kayo last class kahit di tayo lumipat. Yun nga lang para at least dire-diretso. N109, at least diretso na kayo maka-out. Kasi malapit na yun sa exit. Compared pag galing pa kayo sa 4th floor, tapos gabi na mag-elevator, tapos magiging crowded, hindi lahat makakasakay. Okay? Oops. Aray?
Present po.
Okay. Azucena?
Present po. Asusena.
Behar?
Present po.
Belarmin? Ay, sorry. Sino yon?
Behar po, present.
Behar. Okay. Belarmino? Seth?
Belarmino present.
Okay. Belmes? Bueno? Carillo?
Carillo po present.
Casako?
Present po.
Castillo?
Castillo present po.
Chua?
Present po.
Cruz? John?
Cruz present po.
Esportono?
Present po.
Garcia?
Present po.
Iturralde?
Present po.
Jacinto?
Present po.
Harabe? Harabe, wala. Huko? Wala din. Layawen?
Present po, Layawen.
Lego?
Present po.
Masigla? Wala, hindi siya masigla. Montanya?
Present po.
Montano, Shanice? Wala. Montesa? Wala din. Orejas?
Present po.
Pacunyo?
Present po.
Patalunan?
Present po.
Pingol?
Present po.
Punzalan?
Present po.
Ramirez?
Present po.
Ramos, Ira?
Present.
Rojas?
Present po.
Rubino? San Jose?
Present po.
Sayat?
Present po.
Sisgado?
Present po.
So?
Present po.
Sulit?
Present po.
Toribio?
Present po.
Balmores?
Present po.
Benko?
Present po.
And Villa?
Present po.
Okay. So kung wala ng questions, class dismissed na tayo.
Sir, may questions lang po, sir.
Yes, Mr. Orejas.
Sir, Jacinto po yun, sir. Pero sir, ask ko lang po, sir, kung nakailang classes na po ba tayo, both face-to-face and online po?
Ay, si Jacinto ba yung nagtatanong? Actually, nakailang klase na ba? Nakadalawa pa lang yata ako.
Pangalawa lang po ba to, sir?
Oo,
Like,
napangalawa ko pa lang. Kasi nga puro suspension tayo.
Wala naman pong online last week, sir, no? Kasi hindi ko po nakikita yung teams ko.
Wala. Wala pa naman. Ngayon pa lang ako nag-online class.
Sige po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. So, next, Orejas.
Sir, ask ko lang po, kailan po yung first quiz po?
Probably, next week, 5th week.
Thank you po.
Next, Toribio. Ano tanong mo, Toribio?
Yun sa Alex lang po. Natapos ko na po kasi Alex, pero yung hindi pa po lumalabas yung sa post-knowledge check. Kailan po
Yeah,
ba
hindi pa
yun?
siya lalabas until the 4th week.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay. Next, sino pa yung kanina nagtanong? So, yes, Mr.
Yung sa Alex po, sir. Saan po makikita yung sa code po nun, sir?
Automatic yun
Or-
dapat na ano, na
Kasi po
ma-access
pag
mo siya
ano,
pag pinanod
pag
mo yung Alex LTI.
ayun nga po, sir, di po nag-automatic sa akin.
Okay, sige. Check ko. So, send mo sa akin yung screenshot kung ano nangyari. I-send ko kay MacGraw kung ano nangyari, ba't hindi ka na-pair agad. Okay? Kasi dapat automatic yan. Okay, Mr. Montanya? Send mo sa akin through either MS Teams so para ma-address ko kaagad via email tomorrow. Okay?
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, welcome. Other concerns? Kung wala nang concerns, class dismiss na tayo.